Lesson 8, Session 1, page 168. In this lesson, we are learning to compare, to subtract in word problems. In word problems. Okay, so that means we're looking at two different groups and we're comparing to see which one has more or which one has fewer, and learning how to connect that to a subtraction problem. Here it says number 3, solve the problem. Put your fingers under the words and read with me, okay? Solve the problem. Draw to show your work. There are 5 children. There are only 2 hats. How many children will not have a hat? Okay, now it's my turn to read and you're going to follow along with your finger. There are 5 children. There are only 2 hats. How many children will not have a hat? Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. There are 5 children. There are 2 hats. How many children will not have a hat? Okay, so we need to figure out what we don't know. Well, they say, how many will not have a hat? Okay, how many children were there? 5, right? There are 5 children. That's important, okay? I'm going to draw a face up here so we know that word is children. There are 5 children, okay? There are only 2 hats. These are our hats, okay? So our hats, I'm going to draw my hats right there. And there's only 2 of them. I'm going to draw a picture because it says draw to show your work. You always have to have evidence on your paper. So I'm going to draw 5 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 2 hats. So I'm going to put faces on these. Okay, there's only 2 hats. I'm going to draw 2 hats. And draw a flower coming out of the hat, just like they have a flower down here. So now I'm going to compare them, right? Because we're comparing to see who is not going to have a hat. So let's do this together. Let's connect our people to our hats. A person, a hat. A person, a hat. A person. Is there a hat here? No. So if I'm looking at this all together, I have my people on the top row and I have the hats on the bottom row. How many people are not going to have hats? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 children without hats. And there are 1, 2, 3 less hats than children. Can I write an equation with this? Sure. What is my greatest number? I know that I have a whole minus a part equals a part. What is that greatest number? Well, we have 5 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Which number is bigger? Right, 5. So 5 is going to be my whole minus, and what is the part that we know? We know that there are 2 hats. How many children are not going to have hats? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 that are not going to have hats. I could also show this as an addition problem, right? I know that a part plus a part equals a whole. Well, the part that I knew were the 2 hats, right? There are 2 hats there. How many more hats will I need to get to the amount of children, which is 5, our whole, right? I can count on from the part I know up to the whole. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many missing hats did we have? 3. How many children will not have a hat? 3 children will not have a hat.